What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 17. Hopefully the last couple episodes of the shop build. I'm not gonna spend too much time in here. I'm gonna make these videos hopefully quick because it's a little fumey in here because they've started all the trim finishing today and tomorrow. Let me show you. So the plan for this week is a few different things. One, trim and painting needs to happen. The contractor needs to come back and put some gutter guards or gutter inserts to protect the downspouts. And then, you should be into inspections and such the end of this week. Hopefully, we will see what all needs to get done. But let me show you the trim. It looks great. The trim has been finished. So the painting crew is out here today, putting the final coat on the trim, and it looks stunning. And obviously the hardwood door. The contractor, Josh, will come back and mix up some color matched putty or something to cover those holes. He said he likes to do it after finish, which makes sense because then you don't have to worry about staining in the wood grain, especially with an opener grain like Doug fir, and he can color match it and get it in there, and then any kind of like excess will wipe right off of the finish. But yeah, these have been finished. They look beautiful, which means that shortly our really nice looking black hardware can go in this door. Also, baseboard trim has been finished. You can see that's was stained today and is just kind of curing up. Smells a little bit like kind of Varathane, or what they use. They use Varathane. They use Minwax, it looks like. A conditioner and then some other stuff. So that's going. And then they masked off all the stuff here because they're gonna spray the door tomorrow. The door will get painted all white, and the jamb and everything will get painted white. So that'll be done. And that's really gonna be it for, I think, the aesthetical things here on the inside. So also mentioned that there is inspections coming up. So we've got basically 3 inspections, 2.5 inspections left. There's only been one hiccup in this entire process. Everything's gone super well. There's some miscommunication between the HVAC guy and the electrician. They each thought that the other person was putting the heat pump on their permits. So all the inspector said was, hey, one of you two needs to put it on your permits and resubmit the permit, and then we'll sign off on it. So that needs to be done. We have an HVAC exclusive inspection, HVAC mechanical, and we should be ready for final inspection shortly after that. I don't know if that's gonna get done the end of this week or when the HVAC inspection and that permit approval is gonna happen. But in terms of work, it looks like the next 2 to 3 days we'll be finishing up the actual work that needs to be done on the shop. What's up, everybody? It is now Tuesday, and a little update. Another coat of paint finish has gone on, and the coat of paint on the door on the inside. So go check those out. So here's the outside, coat 2 of 3. They're going to be putting another coat on tomorrow, and then they're done. They're done with the painting inside. We'll go to take you inside and show you that here shortly, and then also start cleaning out the shop to move in the SCM jointer and planer. But this, I think, looks awesome. So here we are inside. Baseboard trim should be all done. And then this obviously needs one more coat here on the inside, so we'll be able to see that tomorrow. But door and jamb are all nicely painted white, very clean looking, so that looks great. So spent the last little bit of today getting the shop ready for the SCM jointer. I went and rented a pallet jack, but also, as you can see, I cleaned out a big space. The pallet crate is 90 inches long by 43 inches wide by 46 inches tall. I don't think it's going to be able, the pallet jack's really for lifting the machine so I can get the wheels and the base assembled. I've just got to get it off of the pallet. So hopefully with combination of 2 pallet jacks, we can get it maybe moved into the shop, and then or get it off the pallet or something. Ideally, we'd be able to move the pallet all the way through into here, and then I'll deal with the pallet and the boxing in there. But tomorrow, we'll update you on the SCM. What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday. Painters are all done. I'll show you that in a second. Also, this big boy arrived, but let's start outside and show you the final coats on the trim. So this here was the third and final day for the painters. They came in here, did a final coat of exterior varnish on the door, and it just looks stunning. I'm really, really happy with how that turned out. It's exactly what we were envisioning to go with the color of the building and the white trim. But let's go ahead and head inside, check out the rest of the stuff that we've got done. So got the HVAC running, HVAC inspections on Friday. Had a little backup in the drainage, so I had to go back and adjust the drainage. It had a loop in it, and it's a gravity fed, not a pressure fed system, so had to deal with that. So we're gonna run that on dehumidify, pull the air out of here, pull the water out of here. Also, this is running. We got to figure out why it's not running on a timer. It does work on the switch, obviously, but that's something that the HVAC guy's addressing. But otherwise, door is painted, looking crispy white, looks beautiful. Trim's all ready to go. We're gonna get a little piece of Doug fir or cherry or something and create a little step down there. That's a TBD by yours truly at a later date. And then door is finished on the inside with the extra coat. And then they went through and touched up all the trim boards, filled in all the little pinholes, and everything's looking really, really pretty. So very happy with the painting, but also very happy with this. So it was a journey to get this 1,300 pound machine off a double height pallet, get it into the shop, get it down here and get it assembled. Assembly was actually really easy. It took like all of 20 minutes of what I can do so far. It is not powered. As you can see, we've got the rotary converter and hook up the power. Give ourselves a long pigtail so that this machine actually has wheels underneath that you can adjust with that little jack, and you can move it. So I want to be able to slide it out if I'm doing like a really long board, but we should have 10 feet of clearance to that wall, so we can do jointing of long boards here and obviously planing in the opposite direction, and that should work beautifully. But very, very excited. It's a 16-inch combination jointer planer, so it does flip up and you can run planing, thicknessing through the other direction. Has an electronic lift on that, moves up and down, and can do micro adjustments and memory and all sorts of stuff like that. So really stoked to get this going. I've gone as far as the setup as I can. I can't put the blades in or adjust the cutter block until it's powered, because it runs off an electromagnet that kind of holds everything together, or locks the actual cutter head, so I can't adjust the cutter head and get everything dialed in. But very excited to have the machine. It's going to make milling, especially wider boards, much, much better, and will run obviously a full 16 inches of jointing and planing through this machine. So really, really stoked to have this in the shop and can't wait to get it all dialed in. So that's where we're at the end of this video. What do we have coming up? There's a little bit left. So painting's done. That machine, we have the electrician's coming sometime next week. He has to let me know when he's going to be making it out. And we'll wire up the rotary converter, wire this machine in, and then we can test it and fire it up, make sure everything power-wise works. Obviously, painting, HVAC is done. We have HVAC and mechanical inspection on Friday. We have a final site inspection later this week or early next week. And then we have our final inspection. Tomorrow, the contract's gonna come back, start cleaning up the job site, start doing little things like getting the mud and the excess paint and stuff off of our windows and those things, and just kind of making the thing ready to move into. So very exciting. Should be next week we get into the shop and actually start using it. So we're gonna hit the ground running. I have reset up the original Sailor Sea home back to functionality because I need to get going this afternoon on this project. So we'll be utilizing this space a little bit more until we get the official clearance to move into the shop. So that's gonna be it for me, this video. I'll update you as we start to get things moved in and as we start to set up the shop for operations. So thanks so much for following along. Thanks for all support as always, and I'll catch you next time on The Shop Build.